Where have you all gone? Okay. Evening, everybody. It's great to be in Brighton. I love being in Brighton. I couldn't think of a better place on God's earth to launch my meteoric comedy career. It's true. It's a fantastic place. I love coming here. My wife and I love coming here. Yeah, we love it. In fact, sometimes we enjoy when we come together. It's really nice. Rule number one: don't stand on the Excellent. No, I want to give a big thank you to Laughing Horse for giving me this chance to really continue my journey through a midlife crisis. In case any of you think, well, actually he's got the mark of stardom about him. One, you're very observant, and secondly, I am prepared to sign certain personal artefacts for you, which may fetch quite a good sum in future auctions. You never know. I'll give up my underpants for a fiver. Yes, I'm continuing this journey through the midlife crisis. I missed the stage. Continuing the journey through the midlife crisis. I've been in a midlife crisis since about the age of 17. It really all began at work, really. I mean, is there anybody here who really enjoys their job?
Yeah.
Oh, God, can we speak afterwards? Because really, I'm telling you, I have never enjoyed my job. I've been basically cultivating how to bore myself shitless in the work environment since about graduation. When I graduated at the age of 21, full of executive virile, energy, I thought, this is fantastic. Got on a graduate training scheme. I thought, this is all right. And this is going back a few years. You can probably tell I'm not 25 anymore. I started in this job and there was fuck all to do. I'm not joking. Fuck all. They wheeled me in like a fucking suit, and I sat down, pressed, the shirt was pristine. For weeks they sat me at this desk in the corner of the room with nothing to do. I sat there and I was fucking nothing to do. So in the end, in order really to keep my mental agility really afloat, I started wrapping rubber bands around me. I thought, it'll get me fucking noticed. Boss comes out. He looks down at me, says, "Are you the graduate trainee?" I said, "Yes, I am." "I'm your ingenious graduate trainee." He says, "You've got rubber bands around you." I said, "You're fucking observant." It took me 6 weeks to get on the job. Oh, God, somewhere to rest. Okay. Midlife crisis. Journey through it. My wife's encouraged me to do this. Get out and connect with people. Part of midlife crisis. In fact, I think it's the last desperate attempt to resurrect some kind of a sex life with men. I'm sorry, I'm over 50 and talking about sex can be really repugnant to some. It's the last desperate attempt of bless her Collis, such a wonderful woman. I'm trying to resurrect our sex life again. Fantastic. Good luck. We were at a family gathering, and I think it was the one thing that was trying to spur me on. Actually, we're at a family gathering. She breaks the news that she's now decided to start trafficking drugs through customs. I raised an eyebrow. I won't tell you what I did when she said that the only reason she was planning to do this was because being frisked by the officials was the nearest thing she was getting to an orgasm. Actually, she's right. Sex life isn't great. We've even forgotten who puts the handcuffs on. God, that makes me feel bad. Oh, that's the only image I'm going to keep in my head too long. I blame all my sexual dysfunctionality on my parents, actually. Yeah. My parents were very unsupportive, you know, and certainly were not prepared to pass on much knowledge. Mind you, I'd never heard them having sex, despite having a glass up against the wall from about the age of 6 to 16. The only bit of advice they ever gave me is, you know, that son, you know, the man goes on top, and the woman goes underneath. First 5 years of our lives, my wife and I, first 5 years of our relationship, we spent in bunk beds. Could use more space, I think. Not surprisingly, my quest to rediscover my youth has led me back to the gym. You've got to probably take a look at me and think, you know, this man is not an athlete. I'm not an athlete. But it's taken me back into the gym, this midlife crisis. And I've got to remember that the only exercise that I've ever really done is an arduous game of chess. And many people seem to think that chess players are socially retarded. They live their lives in isolation and have frequent visits from forensic science to dig up their patios. They're right. Most of them need to add the words dental floss to their vocabulary. Because if you never sat opposite one, you'll know why I resigned more games than I actually played. I've always been lethargic in my life. I've always pissed sat down, you know, so that was just like... I wear all the gear though when I do sport to make sure I got all the gear. Adidas t-shirt. The Brooks training. Have you heard of Brooks training shoes? Oh, fantastic. Do you know what I mean? Do you remember the old days? You used to go and buy a pair of trainers, you know, put them on. Yeah. All right. Now you go in there, there's a fucking treadmill in the back of the shop. Yeah, you walk into the back and say, oh, yeah, come on, so you have to video your feet. What? Video, they take a video if you're running. So I'm there, pretty much dressed as I am now. I'm rolling the trousers like that. I'm on the treadmill running like this. They're videoing it. Present me with these £185 trainers. £5 for the shoes, 180 quid for the fucking video. But I got all the gear, and sure enough I go along to the gym. Thought I'd better have a bit of a gym review. And along comes Aaron. 22-year-old walking advertisement for whitening toothpaste. It's going to lead you through just a few cardio exercises. The problem with that sentence for me was the word just. Because I found it a deeply disturbing experience. The only thing it resolved for me was the meaning of the term groin straight. At the end of it, he turns to me and he says, well, Mr. Collis, you're in a fine condition for a man of your age. So thank you. He says, could I interest you in 10 personal training lessons at the cost of £400? I said, no, mate. I'll just pop down to Robert Dyer's, buy a hammer, smash me bollocks to pieces, and do it at a fraction of the cost. I like going in trendy shops now as part of my courses. Went into this, I forget the name of it, and I was just attracted by the salespeople who were all doing passable impersonations of Will I Am. You didn't buy those shoes? Yes, I am. I don't know what was wrong with me. You know, here's me in this totally inappropriate shop, thinking, you know, that just because I'm buying a pair, in fact, I bought 2 pairs. Just because I'm buying 2 of these trendy pairs of shoes from a Will.i.am lookalike, you know, it's only going to give me an encyclopedic knowledge of hip-hop and R&B. Anyway, I think that's probably my time up. I like it up here, actually. That is me finished. Thank you for spending some time with me.